On a busy street in London, where cars and people moved fast, a cheerful 12-year-old boy named Charlie spun around happily. His clothes were old and worn, but he didn't mind. He tapped on a drum with joy and whispering to himself, "Dance with happiness, forget all worries." As cars waited for the traffic light to change, Charlie performed with a smile that lit up his face. Some people rolled down their windows and handed him money with kind words. "That was amazing, here's £5, said one driver. Charlie replied warmly, "Thank you, sir. May you be blessed." While a few people ignored him or looked at him without kindness, Charlie kept smiling, and never letting their silence dim his joy. When the light turned green, the cars moved on, and Charlie waited calmly for the next red light. As soon as it appeared, he began again, dancing and singing proudly. "Charlie's become a fine gentleman," he called out playfully. Just then, a black taxi stopped nearby. Inside was a girl named Sophie, who was quietly reading her book. She noticed Charlie and smiled, rolling down her window to see him more clearly. "You're wonderful. Here, take this," she said as she handed him some money. "Thanks a lot, Miss Sophie," Charlie replied with gratitude. As the taxi drove away, they waved to each other happily. Few moments later, Charlie spotted a wallet lying on the pavement. "Oh, this must be Miss Sophie's," he said, and picking it up carefully. Inside were important papers, an ID card, and a big stack of money. Charlie looked at it thoughtfully before returning to his joyful dance. "Wow, look at all this cash. It's time to celebrate with Holly and Max." That evening, Charlie and his two friends enjoyed delicious street food, shared fizzy drinks, and explored a colorful fairground together, laughing and chatting as they went. When night came, Charlie rested outside his shelter, and gazing at the moon. His smile faded to a thoughtful one. "She was so kind, and I spent her money. But her papers are still in this wallet. What if she needs them?" he whispered softly. The next morning, Charlie returned to the same junction with the wallet in hand, still drumming and dancing with hope in his heart. "What should I do now? The money's gone. Should I just throw this away?" he wondered. Then he shook his head. "No, her papers are still here. Maybe she's trying to find them." Just then, Holly grabbed the wallet and started looking through it. "Look, there's an ID card. It has her phone number on it," she said excitedly. "Let's call her and give it back," Max suggested. "That's a brilliant idea," agreed Holly. The three kids rushed to a nearby shop and asked to use the phone. Holly dialed the number on the card, and a woman's voice answered. "Hello." "Hi, miss," Charlie said politely. "I'm the boy you gave money to yesterday at the traffic light. I found your wallet there, and I still have it. Oh my goodness. I've been looking for it everywhere. Where are you now?" she asked. "I'm at the same place where we met yesterday," Charlie said. "All right, I'll come right away," Sophie replied. The kids waited by the crossing. Soon, Sophie's car arrived. She jumped out and hurried toward Charlie, who handed her the wallet with a shy smile. Sophie's face lit up with relief and happiness. "Thank you so much, Charlie. This wallet has my important documents. You've really helped me." Charlie looked down, a little embarrassed. Don't thank me too quickly, miss. I should probably say sorry. I spent a little of your money. Sophie looked kindly at Charlie and said gently, "That's all right. What matters most is that you were honest about what you did." Her warm smile helped Charlie feel at ease. Then she added, "My name's Sophie, and I work as a social helper. If you ever need anything, just call me." Charlie nodded and feeling comforted. "Okay, Miss Sophie," he replied softly. After she left, Charlie returned to his usual routine with Holly and Max. The three of them played music and danced at the busy crossing, hoping to earn a few coins to get by. But one afternoon, a group of town council officers arrived. One of them spoke in a stern voice. "No more children begging or performing here. You're blocking traffic. If we catch you doing this again, you'll be taken away. Do you understand?" The children froze in fear and nodded silently. That traffic light had been their only hope, their way of getting food each day. Now they felt lost and unsure of what to do next. The next morning, something was wrong. Charlie was nowhere to be found. Holly looked around anxiously. "I've searched everywhere." "Where could he be?" she asked. Max's face was troubled. "Maybe those council officers took him," he said quietly. Holly's heart sank. "Oh no. Should we call Miss Sophie? She'll know what to do." Without wasting time, the two kids rushed off to find a phone. They knew that Sophie was someone they could trust, and maybe she could help them bring Charlie back. "Do you think they took him?" Holly asked in a worried whisper. Sophie placed a comforting hand on her shoulder and replied firmly, "Don't worry. I'll find out." With determination in her eyes, Sophie pulled out her press card and began searching through council offices, youth centers, and police stations. But no one had seen Charlie. As the hours passed, she whispered to herself, "Where are you, Charlie? Are you all right?" "No, I will find him." Sophie took to the streets, checking every hidden corner, under bridges, behind buildings, and near the train station. Then, one afternoon, near a broken-down hut behind the railway station, she spotted him. "Charlie? Are you here? Are you okay? Why did you disappear like that?" she called out, and rushing toward him. Charlie looked up and spoke softly, "Miss Sophie. She's my mom. She's been very ill. I couldn't leave her alone." Sophie's face softened. "Oh Charlie, why didn't you tell me?" He looked away, and struggling with his thoughts. "What's the point? Kids like us, our future is already decided." Sophie gently knelt beside him and wrapped him in a hug. "No, Charlie. From now on, no one gets to decide your future for you. I'll be your pen, the one to write your new story." Sophie didn't stop there. She took Charlie's mother to the hospital and made sure she received the care she needed. Then she started something new, a small talent school right on the street for Charlie, Holly, Max, and other children. Together, they learned music, dance, and reading. Slowly, their talents bloomed, and they found pride in their abilities. Now, when the traffic light turned red, they no longer begged, they performed. People stopped not out of pity, but to watch and admire. Their play stories with heart and honesty. Sophie's small street school grew popular, drawing curious crowds and kind attention. "You're not just performers anymore," Sophie told them with pride. "You're the heroes of our community." Charlie's eyes lit up. "Miss Sophie, one day we'll do big shows. We'll show everyone that stars can rise from the streets." Sophie nodded. "Yes, children, absolutely." A few weeks later, exciting news came. A major talent show called Britain's Brightest Stars was looking for participants. "Sophie, would your kids like to join?" a producer asked. "It's a huge opportunity. The whole country will be watching." Sophie smiled wide. "Of course. That's incredible." The children were thrilled. They practiced day and night, pouring their hearts into every move. But just one day before the performance, Charlie's mother fell seriously ill again. Doctors said she needed urgent surgery. Sophie spoke gently to Charlie. "I know this is a difficult moment, but the world is waiting to see what you can do. The choice is yours." Charlie nodded thoughtfully. "Miss Sophie, Mom means everything to me. But you've always said, when the stage calls, a true artist shows up." The next day, while Sophie took Charlie's mother to the hospital for her operation, Charlie and his friends stepped onto the stage. Their performance was stunning, full of spirit and emotion. The audience stood and cheered, moved by their story and energy. At the end of the show, the winners were announced, Charlie and his friends. Holding the trophy close, Charlie rushed to the hospital. "Mom? Are you okay? Look, we won." She gave him a weak smile. "My son, you had already won. Today, the world saw what I've known all along." Charlie turned to Sophie and placed the trophy in her hands. "This is yours. You changed our lives just by believing in us. You're the real hero." Tears filled Sophie's eyes as she embraced the children. And with that same loving spirit, she moved forward, ready to change another life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more real-life inspired tales, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to English Audio Club, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Your support means the world, and I'll see you in the next one.